we're going left and right, and that's just not a useful training at all, right, for us and for you. So you definitely need to go back to these videos. You got to do this again. But of course, this is 5 hours worth of video, and I don't expect you to do this tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be another probably 4 hours video, right? So
Right.
then you have this remaining, almost remaining 3 weeks for this server, because you get what, 30 days on the server, right? So you got enough time for you to play around with this whole other stuff again and again to make sure you got this area correctly. So then if I ask you, when I take you here, you see, even though we spent almost 3 days, but we covered almost everything that you needed for you to be comfortable at any job right now. But you're not comfortable yet. You haven't done it. You haven't done the hands-on yet, right? Too much. You didn't do too much. So, but when you do it, after a month, you should be fluently talking about these things: Active Directory, group policy, CMD, OS features, Office 365 admin, Office 365 Outlook, Outlook as an application. This is something people learn in 6 months worth of job, guys. So this is not something that you're gonna learn like this, right?
Right.
So when you do all this stuff, this is why our training is so unique and it's so effective, because we combine all that 6 months of experience and try to throw it to you that here you go, you need to do all these things. So how do you guys feel right now? I mean, let's 5 minutes of talking and then we're done, okay? How do you guys feel now after 3 days of training?
I'm so impressed with the training. In the beginning, I wasn't aware of all this training that you did. Some of these words were pretty much like, it felt like rocket science, especially, Active Directory or domain or VMware. But right now I can confidently say at least I am aware of pretty much what they are.
Nice. What about you, Eddie?
No, I'm gonna stand by my previous statement. I feel much more comfortable now when I see this. I'm not like when I used to apply for jobs online on it. I used to get scared. I say, oh shit, I don't know Active Directory. I don't know none of this stuff. What is that? I mean, now I can look at it and go, okay, well, we covered it in training and keep working on it. And at least I feel like, I know the basics.
I mean, it's not foreign to you anymore. Like you look at these things, at least you know there's a video that's being covered. You can go back to it. And again, this is only 3rd day of our training. 3rd day. You still have to do a lot of phase 2, a lot of guidance, a lot of mentorship. So imagine after 3 months of training. That's going to be a different level right there. What about you, Bernal?
Yeah, at first when I started, I was a little scared. All this information, but I can understand what VMware is, Active Directory, what that means, what group policy means. It's getting more clear.
We're more
clear. Not there yet, but it's getting clearer.
I mean, that's the whole point.
Right.
Because like I said, no one can make you an IT professional in 4 days of live training. If somebody tell you that your training is going to be only 4 days and you're going to become an IT professional, ask for a refund or don't even pay, because that's not true, right? Because right now, what we are doing, and exactly where my point is, I'm breaking you mentally into IT. So for Leila, she was so new to this stuff. I like that her response is like this now, because I already start breaking her mind into IT. Because that's my main goal. I'm not going to make you a master of none of these things. Every single thing, like I said, has its own jobs right there. Like I said, Active Directory, VMware, group policy, people can make about 90K by just knowing that stuff at a very expert level, right? But for you to know these things, you're way ahead than somebody who's just going as an A+ certified person and have no clue. So that's where, like I said, Brunel, for your question, that's why you're breaking, you're playing with mentally with a lot of people right there. Not like, it's not tricks or anything. You're learning, you're doing an effort, but you're using your common sense, or you're using it smartly. And that's the things that we miss throughout our life. We spend too much time playing around, try to put our leg here, there, Linux. I want to do Unix. I want to do Azure. I want to do AWS. I want to do that. And later on, people get burned out. And I got a call 2 days ago. A person told me that he's a Dell tech, so he's pretty technically sound, but he's like, I'm so lost. I don't know what I'm doing here, right? I need to get a I need to get into IT. I'm doing that Dell tech stuff, but I want to get into a real IT job and I have no clue what I'm doing. So help me out. So you see, that's the reason that we're doing it. And we have people who have done interviews with us, with other YouTube channels, and you will find out those people. And they will tell you that after 6 months of, or 9 months, or even a year long efforts, and even they giving up at some time, they still struggle. And at the later on, they went so far that they just couldn't come back. And now they're telling people that these are the things you need to know. Does it make sense to you guys?
Yes. So there was a time actually we had a new hire start, and I reached out to the IT guy and I asked him, could you please create an account for, you know, the new hire? And he told me you need to reach out to the Active Directory teams. And I was like, what is that, or who is that? And he was like, they will assist you with creating the account. So right now with you, you know, last week, you know, going over the Active Directory, now it makes perfect sense as to what it's all about.